Hi, and welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Natalie. This is Sacred in Bloom, and I am a transformational coach for women. The content that I produce is meant to help empower you and help you feel safe in your body and to create more joy, to live your purpose, all that good stuff. I do also, I've been reading tarot for like over 30 years. And so I just recorded this big long video. It ended up being like 45 minutes, and I decided to cut it into a part one and a part two. You have found yourself in part two. So if you're coming from part one, welcome. And if you're clicking on this and you're finding yourself in part two, I'm going to link part one up here for you if you want to go watch that first, or you can view them separately if that's what is calling to you. Anyway, that's what's going on, and let's get into it. My intention is that if you were drawn to this video, then some part of this is probably for you. Okay, so part of what I'm doing here with my channel is trying to help you get back to a place where you are so safe in your body and so grounded and so empowered that you have access to your intuition, because it is an incredible compass. And so I'd like to do this stuff to help you with getting that information and starting to access it yourself. Okay, so that's why I do this. And also because I love it, and I got a new deck and I want to show it. I want to show it off. I want to play with it. So that's what we're going to do. So this is the deck I just got. It literally just came in the mail, and I love it. Anything that's got the shinies, I'm into it. Okay. So I like to do a 5-card spread. It's 5 cards. Typically 2 are sort of what's been going on with you previously. The center card is kind of the energy that you may be sitting in right now. And then we have 2 that are energies that are coming, that are like flowing towards you. The bottom, like, so under that I have a root card, which is kind of like what's driving what, the energies. And then I pull some for outcome, and I look at the bottom of the deck. And again, I'm going to try and get these quickly. So ready? Let's go. Okay. So first is the 9 of Wands. Look at this guy. He looks tired. He looks overwhelmed. He looks a little pissy. So you might be feeling a little pissy. The 9 of Wands, this energy is like, it's that overwhelmed, overburdened kind of energy that we were talking about actually earlier in the video. That like, you're just, you're so tired. You're so exhausted. You're like trying to hold shit together. Hold it together. You're just trying to hold it together. You're trying to get through some difficult period, and you're like, oh God, okay. I'm just going to like hang in there a little longer. I just got to hang in there. Okay. It's that kind of energy. So that is how you may have been feeling in the recent past. And then something happened where you got some clarity. The Queen of Swords, you got some clarity around whatever it was that you were tolerating, or whatever it was that you were doing here. You got some clarity around that shifted something. Or this can also be that you maybe set some boundaries with someone. You had some kind of shift with either clarity or boundaries, or how you were thinking about something. And you may have like kind of laid down the law with somebody, or somebody may have laid down the law with you, or set a firm boundary. It didn't even have to be verbal. And that led to this. Aren't these cards beautiful? Like, this card is kind of a bummer card, but it's beautiful. So with the 3 of Swords, this can be heartbreak. It can be betrayal. It can be all kinds of big stuff. But this, it doesn't have to be the big heartbreak kind of energy. You might just be having a bad day. Okay? You may be feeling a little bit lost, or you may be just like really emotional today. You may just be having a hard time with something in your life. And it doesn't have to be today. It could be, in the general now. Okay. And this is encouraging you to sit with your feelings, because you can't heal your feelings unless you spend some time letting yourself feel them. So if you feel like you've got swords in your heart, feel them. Let yourself feel it so that you can let it go. Get support. And if you had a fight with someone, if you had an argument, or if you're in a space where, you're disconnected from somebody, it's time to work that out or take space. You're going to know what the right thing is. Coming in, the energy that's incoming is the Hanged Man. I'm trying to get it to focus. Sorry. There we go. Looks so shiny. With the Hanged Man, I feel like you may need to put yourself in a timeout. You may need a little space after this. And if you do, take the space. Take the space, but try to see things from a different perspective, because that's part of what this is it's taking time to see things from a different perspective, but also there's this feeling of being in suspension. But look, they are holding the rope that's holding them up. They could let go. They could let go. They might bonk their head, but they could let go. They could let themselves down. Okay? So take the time that you need. And I like that this is like kind of on either side, with the Queen, with the clarity. And then this also is a form of finding clarity. So, and in this period, in this time out, it's going to lead to the Hierophant. For me, this is like spiritual wisdom. Look at the star on this one. The Hierophant usually does not have a star on it. The star usually has a star on it. But I like this. It's, it can be related to traditional structures and like marriage and things like that. But it can also be around wisdom and learning and knowledge and spirituality. So a lot of them have the Pope, religious leader, on it. So, but I'm just feeling like if you can, you're really going to learn something. Oh, so we were talking about your old wounds in the video. We were talking about your heart wounds, your old programming, your old patterns around how you are in relationship. And we were talking about that it's time for you to feel these and get clear about them and become aware of them. Give yourself some time to figure those out. And you are going to come into a place of expansion, is what I just heard. So the root of it is the Four of Wands. You want the stability. This is celebration, stability, happiness. This can also be marriage or, soulmate connection. It can be. But really, I mean, relationship or not, you just want to feel stable, right? Fours are very stable. So maybe you want to, maybe you're with someone and you just want it to be stable. Or maybe you want to marry them. I don't know. But yeah, the root of it is, if we go back to the conversation about safety and stability, it's like when you can create that stability in yourself, once you do that, it totally changes your relationships, how you show up at work, like all kinds of how you feel in your body. It changes so many things. So outcome, I pulled a few because that's what I do. I want to know. I want to know more. First one out was the King of Pentacles. This can be a wealthy dude. It can also be someone who is very grounded and stable. It's giving masculine energy. It doesn't matter what's in their pants. It's just someone who's giving masculine energy. This also can be you getting that inner stability by getting in touch. If you're feminine or whatever, if you're divine feminine, getting in touch with the masculine part of yourself and healing that part of yourself, because that is going to be part of creating that stability for yourself. This might be someone who upset you recently. It might be the person who you had this clarity about, or it could be someone else, or it could be, like I said, it could be your own inner masculine, because that is part of finding that safety within, I believe. And maybe I need to do a video about that. Next page of, I'm sorry, I don't know why I said the page. The Knight of Pentacles. Look at that badass. The Knight of Pentacles. This is a slow moving energy. And so is this. So again, put yourself in timeout. Give yourself a break. Don't be in a hurry. Slow down. Remember when I said part of changing this habit is slowing down, getting in touch with your body and your emotional barometer and calming your nervous system down. It also, to me, it's going to take time. This is not something you're going to, have done by next Wednesday. Okay. It's going to take time. That's what that says to me. Next was Justice. Again, like bringing things into balance. This is Libra energy, right? Bringing things into balance, bringing things, making things fair. I think a lot of times when we have these wounds, we tend to create imbalances in our relationships, but also, with friendships and stuff like that. Like we tend to create these imbalances. But check this out. They're both holding the one sword. Okay. So this to me is an extension of this clarity. You had this clarity. You had this moment of understanding that you were sick of this. And this is just further down the road. This is further down the road with that energy where you really bring things into balance for yourself. And that's furthered by the Two of Pentacles, which is juggling things and trying to get the hang of this new way of being. Okay, there's going to be a little bit of trial and error and some juggling, but with the three, we go straight into the Three of Pentacles. This is building a foundation. This is also getting support. It's building a strong foundation. And again, this is safety. This also to me is safety because it's creating a strong foundation. You're getting there. You're moving slowly, right? With the Knight of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. You're getting there slowly, but you're getting there. And it's almost like that makes it even stronger. So slow down, chill out. You're good. Okay, we're almost done. I like to look at the bottom of the deck, like I said, and you got the Six of Cups and the Ten of Cups. Look how happy they are. So the Six of Cups can be a return, a renewal. It can be nostalgia. It can be a soulmate connection. And the Ten of Cups is like the happy family, right? The happily ever after. So you want happily ever after. And there's also, we were talking about healing these things from your childhood, right? Healing these things from your childhood so that you can have this happy ending. That's what that says to me. Okay. I also pulled, I love these. I love this deck. I just pulled these because I felt like I should. So this deck is the Divine Feminine Oracle. Love, love, love it. And so I just pulled on, I just said, like, what are the people who are going to watch this video? What do they need to know? Who wants to, what goddess energies? Who wants to pop out and say hello? So the way that I like to do this is I do kind of a cross. And the first energy is kind of where you're coming from. So what's behind you that's supporting you now. And I have to cover up. I have to have some modesty so I don't get in trouble with YouTube. But what's behind you is Inanna, the Queen of Heaven and Earth. I have nothing to hide. I see and accept all that I am. So on some level, I hope that you have had a realization that you need to have more self-acceptance, that you need to give yourself a freaking break, okay? And you need to stop hiding yourself. You need to access your authenticity, because not being authentic and trying to wear these masks to stay safe is not going to get you the safety, the relationships, the love that you want. It's just not. At the center, so this is the energy that's supporting you now. And honestly, I think this is awesome, but don't freak out. It's Kali, the mother of the universe. I release all that doesn't serve me. It's time to be the truth of who I am. So remember, I just talked about authenticity here. I don't know how much you know about Kali, but she comes in and burns it down. Whatever is not serving you, she will burn it down. So if you call in her energy, or if she's already working with you, there are going to be some things in your life that change, some connections that change, or this can also be that letting go of all of your old crap that's been holding you back. It's a really strong energy. She is also a divine mother, and it's the energy to me a lot of times with her is it's sort of like if a child is about to hurt themselves with something and the mother comes over and goes, no, don't touch that, no. And it almost seems like angry, and the child might cry, right? Because mom is angry and I don't understand. But she was coming in intense like that because she wanted to protect, right? It's that same kind of thing. Like she's coming in to protect you, and it might feel like she's taking something away that you wanted to play with, okay? But in the long run, she's probably protecting you from something that was going to hurt you, okay? Take that as it resonates. What's coming in for you is Mary Magdalene. Oh. The apostle to the apostles. I am the bridge between heaven and earth. I am fully human and fully divine. What I like about this card is it really talks about, we have all this bullshit, excuse me, about how, like, if you're really spiritual, you can't be sensual. You can't be really physical, or vice versa. And that's crap. We are our most authentic and our most powerful and our most magnetic and empowered when we're embracing both sides of our both aspects, the physical aspect and the spiritual aspect. When we're bringing those in, and remember, you got the Hierophant. That's what that made me think of. Whoa. Right? When I said, like, it's like there's going to be some kind of adjustment or opening. I'm sorry, I keep hitting my mic. Some kind of adjustment or opening where you really come into this balance and this knowing again. And you had justice, like bringing things into balance. The root, and again, okay, so the bottom of the cross, the root, Perpetua, the saint of authenticity. That's what we're just talking about. I am authentic in all my circumstances. Start showing up as your authentic self and let the chips fall where they may, because you are going to, the people and circumstances and relationships and jobs and all of that that is not in alignment with your authentic self are going to be cut away, are going to fall away. And the people who are in alignment with your authentic self are going to be drawn to you. And this shift might feel a little bit rough. It might feel a little heartbreaking. Because we get comfortable, right? We get comfortable, and sometimes we stay in stuff that isn't right for us. We stay in stuff that isn't right for us, and we break our own heart trying to let it go. Or we run away from something that is right for us, and then we break our heart doing that too. So be authentic. Again. Okay. What's supporting you? And I love this. The energy, pardon. The energy that's supporting you is Isis, the goddess of magic. She talks about schmexual energy being sacred. My pleasure, I can't read that. My pleasure is a prayer that brings me back to life. Juicy. So this also has to do with authenticity, I think, and honoring the physical and the sacred. Oh, yeah. So I would recommend that you check out my Hathor temple activation, because it talks about activating that sacred sexuality, that sensuality, creativity, that magnetism, that I really feel like that may support you in opening. Also, the sacral chakra meditation. Go check that out if you haven't already, because that is also going to open up. When you start letting yourself feel and really truly feel and access your pleasure from an authentic place, that ties back to what we were talking about self-love in many ways. It's going to be easier for you to let go of things that don't feel good. And it's going to be easier for you to let yourself have things that do feel good. Okay. So I hope that that was helpful, supportive, resonated with you in some way. I think it related to what we were talking about, and I just really like doing it. So hopefully, if you're still here with me, thank you. Thank you for supporting my work, and you're welcome to join us on Patreon. I'll put the link in the description. I shared tons of stuff there that I don't share here, and I'm building a community of women there who are wanting to be empowered. So come hang out, and you have access to all of my guided meditations ad-free, which is great. But I have a bunch of other stuff there too. So come check that out. And what else? Yeah, if you've made it here, please like and subscribe and potentially share this video with someone. It takes like a second, 2 seconds for you, and it makes such a big difference for my channel. And it really just makes me feel good and makes me feel like what I'm doing is serving you. So also we get to like hang out again. So anyway, I hope that was nice for you, and I will see you in the next video. Take care of yourself. I'll talk to you soon.